still a human being under all that?
What's that for? Can't believe we slept this late.
Good to see you. No trouble here, just doing a supply run.
Excuse me.
You think the top brass want us out here as a goodwill effort? No, heading home.
Hey, Doc.
You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a full recovery. Now, what can we do for you today?
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl vanished before he paid. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a secretary. I'm sure he'll... You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
Holy shit. That is some armor. Hey, some progress. I lost.
Hey, Doc.
You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. I really don't.
Hey, Doc.
You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a full recovery.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
I'm a doctor, not a...
Doc,
You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a full recovery.
do you know anything about this receipt?
Please. I really don't have...
Doc,
You'll be pleased to hear that Mr. Sullivan made a full recovery.
do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move some storage around. Now, I must insist we talk about your medical needs.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
A missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest. Here, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
Hey,
No
Doc.
trouble here. Just
Radiation
fly around.
poisoning is a common ailment.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
What's feeling off today? What can you tell me?
Actually, it's not.
Very well then.
Stress of life kill you. Relax with some cams. Care cares about you, all your medicinal needs. Self-prescribed cannabis, as recommended by me, myself, and I.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know. But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be corrected. Here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
Take it easy, Doc. Let's talk. About Earl.
I didn't mean to do it. You have to believe me. Doc Crocker is a brilliant surgeon. No one dies under his care. No one dies. They just walk away happy. Happy with my work. Happy with their new face. Not screaming. Not bleeding out onto the floor. Earl, he just didn't want to be happy. That must have been it.
You made a mistake. But you can still do the right thing, Doctor. Just think this through.
Come on, Doc. No one else needs to die.
You're right. There's one thing I can do. Only one thing is going to make this all better.
Here's the thing.
I can fix
A sort of note
anything.
from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it.
What's
Power
going on
tools.
here? He's...
Our chef only
Is that
says one
Dr.
sentence,
Crocker?
but that's okay because he only serves one thing.
Hey, Doc.
I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
I really like this one.
Take a look around for yourself. You'll figure it out.
That's Earl Sterling's body, isn't it? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew he had gone through with the surgery. So, Earl didn't just vanish. The procedure went badly, and Dr. Crocker was just trying to cover it up.
Well, it's over. That's that.
It's over? The most well-respected surgeon in Diamond City is dead, his patient is in pieces, and all you have to say is, it's over? Yes, I guess it is. You should go. I have a report to file with security and a mess to clean up.
Doc.
I have to clean up this mess.
plans anyway.
Looks like it'll be a closed casket funeral.
He wouldn't listen.
Hey,
You need something. Myself otherwise.
that's all for now.
All right.
You think the top brass want us out here as a goodwill effort? I kinda hope we'd be heading home.
No skull in the league can withstand a swatter.
So, you find out where Earl Sterling ran off to? Something wrong, honey?
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched surgery.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out.
Ms. Perkins.
If you see him, tell Marty I say, "Hey, where's my 20 caps, you old lech?" Also,
People of the Commonwealth slept soundly.
it must be some kind of score
greatest
to bring Marty
monster
crawling
was
back to Nick
gone.
for help.
It took a
The way
lot
they
of guts
parted
to do
wasn't
what you did.
pleasant.
I know it couldn't have been easy.
It had to be done.
You'll get no argument from me. It's hard to even wrap your head around. A world without the Institute, lurking in the shadows. But that's the life the people of the Commonwealth will get to lead now. All thanks to you.
I didn't do it alone.
Sure. But we both know without you, none of this would have ever been possible. This is a brave new world you've ushered in. But I suppose it'll do.
Nick,
Time to hit the road?
you interested in traveling together?
Sure, could be fun.
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind. So, Crocker went amateur butcher on poor Earl. Moments like this, I'm glad I'm not made of meat. Always wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Not too shabby.
And that was Frankie Carl there. Well, I mean, I guess it was actually Marjorie Hughes. So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. The Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Upper Stands residents only. Johnny Mercer is up next. I don't think this song's all that great, really, but some people like it.
Place gives me the creeps.
Don't have the key.
This is private property.
Go away.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Move along. Authorized personnel only.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Sounds good.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
You'll be right with him.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
The stuff in here's older than you, Blue.
Hey.
You say the
Before we
word.
get down to business, I have a question I'd like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for it?
interrupt me. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend. Go ahead.
That's really interesting.
You're not buying this hooey.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
You haven't told me half of what I need to know.
Keep your shirt on. I'm getting to it. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I was all set when I walked in here.
Well then, get going already.
That was Butcher Pete by Roy Brown, not the other way around. Here's the thing, a sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll read it. Squatters own a piece of Diamond City history, and then beat people to death with it. Here's End of the World by Skeeter Davis. It's, well, I think maybe a little melodramatic there, Skeets, but that's just me.
place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
That's all I needed to know.
Let's not keep the boys waiting. Well then, I guess we're done. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out. Hearing shit.
Radio station. We don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. Diamond City Surplus, now open 24 hours a day. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone, especially since Adam Bomb Baby is next.
Doors open. That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
Excuse me.
No.
So did
but
you
that
find out
doesn't-
what happened to the
Imogene is
courier?
missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
Mother, Edward has
Some
better
raiders
things
set
to
up
do
camp near
than
Parsons
send
and
us
ambushed
out
him.
to find Imogene.
I took care of them.
Again.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even care.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone...
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
You're not that good at lying.
That is not acceptable. Imogene is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No.
Is missing, and I want her.
So did you
found.
find out what happened to the courier?
For, if not to keep the family safe.
Mother, Edward has better
Some
things
raiders
to do
set up
than
camp near...
send us out to find
I don't like raiders operating so... What about...
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogene decided
The
to
serum was all gone.
Yeah, figures. Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next... Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even
Stuff
lying
in here
dead
is
in a
older
ditch,
than you,
and
Blue.
you don't even care.
If she wanted us to know where she went,
Hey.
she would have told someone.
You hungry? These always keep me going.
Is everything okay between us?
Honestly, I feel a bit guilty.
To Imogene right now.
Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great.
Mrs. Cabot, don't worry.
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be upstairs?
You shouldn't indulge her.
Hope you plan on using your robot powers for good.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which... From Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Got it. Off to Good Neighbor, then.
Why does Imogene do this to me?
I've got a weapon here for every situation.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
Sure. I've got a few minutes to browse.
A gun for every...
Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald. I know the feeling, Ella. I know the feeling. And now, a word or several.
Hey, Cleo.
From our
I hope you're buying.
John
Even...
and Kathy Super
Let's see what you got.
Let's get you out.
The latest innovations in hairstyles. Look good. Make people jealous. Oh. Now here's, Anything Goes by Cole Porter. I mean, I would play anything by Cole Porter, but this is Anything Goes by Cole Porter.
Yeah?
So, the big kaboom hits old CIT. I hope the stories are true.
You're bad. Just can't get enough looks at this lovely figure of mine.
Hey, Cleo.
Don't worry.
see that big
Every
explosion?
weapon you see
Over
here
at
could be the
CIT?
difference between
That's where the
Let's see what you have.
purchase.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
The quiet.
Another one of you mercs looking for McGrady? It's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
To feel like
Yo,
a stranger.
do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Ain't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love the song. It was perfect.
Real great set this evening, ma'am. Of songs, that is. Oh. Is it warm in here?
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my...
Uh-huh. I came here for a strong whiskey.
Charlie will be happy to hear that. I think you and I are going to get along just fine. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
It's different.
Uh-huh.
Paying customers only.
Excuse me, miss.
Hello again. Something I can do for you?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always. Most of the customers. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam! Would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Lou, can I get a minute? Something I need to do.
Hey.
Where to?
Hey, Piper.
You need something, let me know.
Your thoughts?
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Are things all right between us?
I'm with the person I love, helping those in need. I couldn't imagine a better life.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
Well, some people help me stay in the
Hey.
People
Anything
like,
you need?
like this.
That's all for now.
All right.
John and Kathy's Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovation.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the Atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can...
I'm interested. If you think you've got what it takes.
You're joking, right? I've been doing this since I was a kid. I know my way around. I used to run with the Gunners, for God's sake.
Sounds like you can handle yourself. But I worry about those guys throwing a wrench in the works.
If you're worried about Winlock and Barnes, don't be. They couldn't kill a squirrel with a rocket launcher. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
You don't. That's part of the risk, right?
Can't argue with that. I'll tell you what. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining. What do you say?
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
You drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here.
Heads up.
What's up? Yeah, sure. I'll trade with you. You point,
heads up.
And I'll shoot. What's on your mind?
Your thoughts?
I'd kill for a drink. Come to think of it, I have.
Your thoughts?
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Your thoughts?
Keep leading and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right?
Your thoughts?
Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, you just let me know.
Your thoughts?
Let's get this show on the road.
Your thoughts?
This is a far cry from working with the Gunners. Glad that's behind me.
Your thoughts?
Access to grind. Hell, I have a ton of them.
Your thoughts?
Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end.
Your thoughts?
Play your cards right.
Uh-huh. Your thoughts?
Man, I think
How do you think things are between us?
I don't know. I haven't killed you yet. That good enough?
That's all for now.
All right. Nothing says welcome like the stench of urine-soaked garbage. Like being killed.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Her family's worried about her.
You can tell them that she's fine. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Blah, blah, blah. Why are you even talking to these morons?
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there.
Hey,
We're
look
always
alive.
looking for
Well?
new members.
Just crawl out through the fallout.
Remind me not to mess with you when you're in that thing.
So,
She's all yours.
this way. We don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like
You must be Imogene.
like this.
Don't tell me.
Commonwealth
Jack sent you.
weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
I have a vial of that serum with me. Here. Looks like you need it.
Oh, come on. After all we went through, you're just giving it away?
How did you get that?
Power noodles. Our chef only says one sentence, but that's okay because he only serves one thing. Here's End of the World by Skeeter Davis. It's, well, I think it may be a little...
Don't tell me.
there,
Jack sent you.
but that's just...
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get going already.
It wasn't my idea for you to come down here poking your nose into my business. Oh, Thomas would have let me go eventually, but I was getting tired of waiting for him to come to his senses, so... Thank you. I was bored with Thomas anyway.
He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Let's get out of here.
Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother. And thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me, even though I didn't actually need rescuing.
Hey.
Need something? Very bad feeling about this place.
Can you hear me now? Edward!
Hey.
Not now.
Whoever
Edward,
lives here must
switch
need
to
deal with the
single side. Can you hear me? Not now. Not now. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Gee, now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that...
Excuse me.
Not now.
For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello?
Got a minute?
There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's
Not
happening,
now.
Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
I don't need
That was
anything
Edward.
right now.
He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange.
I found Emma Jean. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the Raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these Raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
I think it's time you told me what's really going on at Parsons.
You're right. It's past time you knew.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours. In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention...
We'd better get to Parsons right away, then.
Exactly right. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother.
How do you mean I ditched Cap? If you are you gonna get on or not? Because last time, what's it called? Like there's this guy, X-Kids, I don't know.
Connie Allen there with,
but if you get on then there's 4, I'll probably join.
Rocket 69. And now, a word or several from our sponsors.
Let's go.
Stop in for a drink
Just
at
to
the
be clear,
Dugout Inn. The stories are free, but the moonshine will cost you. Ask for Vadim Bobrov. Do you think, I mean...
Under no
Do you
circumstances
think Bob and Bing Crosby ever got into fights over who was a better Crosby? It's weird, right? Anyway, this is Bob Crosby.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
We're splitting all that, right?